It's been 2 months since I started a new health journey where I take decluttering principles and apply it to my health. I started this journey because decluttering comes really easy to me, but taking care of my health, not so much. Each month I'm applying a new principle and adding a new habit to focus on, and so far I think it's going pretty well. My first month I worked on hydration because when we start decluttering, we really want to start with something simple. This was something I was already working on, but I just wanted to be a little bit more intentional about it, and I just figured this was going to be a really good, easy foundation to build upon when I started adding other habits in. I have been continuing with this habit even after adding another one, and it is going really, really well. My goal originally was 100 ounces. I did bump that down to about 80, and I am easily hitting that 80 and even sometimes surpassing that 100 ounces, especially during this heat wave that we've been having this past week. I am still loving electrolytes first thing in the morning. I feel like that really has made a huge difference in how I feel during the day. And then other water flavorings throughout the day as I need them. Not only has it helped me really hit that water goal, but has had a surprising side benefit as well. This is going to be a little vulnerable, but I am not a big alcohol drinker. But during the summer, I tend to crave a drink at least once a day, if not more. But because alcoholism does run in my family a little bit, that is something that I try to actively avoid having a lot of, just because I don't want to stumble down a path that is going to be really difficult for me to get out of. But the flavorings in my water have really kept those cravings to a minimum, and if I do feel one coming on, I do add more flavoring to my water, and then my craving will be gone, which I'm really encouraged and excited about. My month 2 habit has been to be more aware and mindful about what I'm eating. The decluttering principle that goes along with this one is that clutter can't pile up as easy if we are being more mindful and intentional about what we are bringing into our home. If we can minimize our purchases, the less comes into our home and the less those items will turn into clutter, and we can start breaking that clutter cycle before it ever starts. The same can go with what we eat and put into our bodies. If we're being more careful about what we're eating, then the clutter or weight or any physical ailments will be harder for those to kind of pile on. Although I did get bored with this challenge, I'm really happy with how well it did go. I was overeating less. I was making healthier options. When we would go out for ice cream, I would get a smaller size. When I'm craving something sweet, I have been making a healthier alternative, like protein bark when I really want a candy bar. I've been making fluffy jello, which sounds really weird, but it's delicious. And then I just made this protein cookie dough. And I think with a little bit of tweaking, it'd be really good. But so far, I'm really pleased with how well it's really combating the cravings that I tend to get with my sweet tooth, and just minimizing how much of those that I eat in a day. I know they are not the healthiest options in the world, but they're better options. And it's all about baby steps. Like I mentioned, the struggle has been real because I have been so bored with these baby steps, but I'm afraid to add too much in and then get burned out and then undo any work that I have done. I did 2 weeks ago implement a decluttering challenge and turn it into an exercise challenge to kind of gamify this and make it more exciting. And I have been moving more because of it, but most days I forget about the challenge. If you saw that video that I did where I was introducing this, I put it on this big yellow Post-it, right? But I put it on the opposite page of my planner that I'm on, so I can see everything on my planner for the day, but then I fold my planner up and then the Post-it is against the table or the desk, so I'm not seeing it, so I'm not being reminded about it. So it's been helpful, but not going as well as I really wanted it to. So I'm a little frustrated with myself. We're having lots of grace because this is baby steps, and exercise is something I really do struggle with. I am such a cozy person. I'm a couch potato. You put me on a couch, give me a blanket, a few pillows, I am good to go. Getting me out of that, really, really hard to do. I have to really want it, and it has to be something that's going to be really fun. And exercising, moving my body, that's not fun. So while I'm frustrated, I've gotten better. So lots of grace and remembering it's all about the baby steps. And now my new habit for this upcoming month is going to be exercise, which I feel is cheating. But the decluttering principle is once we've kind of mastered the easy things, it's time to start moving towards some of the harder things and really strengthening those decluttering muscles. So we're going to be working on strengthening my body and doing something that's a little bit harder. I do feel like this is cheating because I've kind of been sort of working on this the past 2 weeks. Then on Monday, my 15-year-old is going to be starting summer training for soccer in the fall. He has a really good chance of being bumped up to varsity. So he's going to be training this summer. He's got a workout plan and everything. He's asked me to go and train with him. So 5 days a week, I will be training with my son. While that may be cheating because I already have this plan in place, I think that it's going to work better for me because I'm going to be motivated because he's motivated. And on those days we don't want to do it, we can work together. And just doing something with a friend or somebody with us is just so much better. Granted, while he's running his 1 to 2 miles a day, I'll be walking because this mama don't run. Some concerns that I have about doing the exercise is that I can't set a step goal for my day. I know a lot of people will do that and be like, oh, I want to hit 5,000 steps, 8,000 steps, 12,000 steps. But the problem with that is I don't always have my phone on me. If I'm filming a decluttering video, I can typically get a lot of steps in, but my phone is on my tripod because that's what I use to film with. So that's a lot of like wasted steps. So I don't want to stress myself out too much with that. And then there's certain times of the month that I don't have the energy to do cardio. So I don't want to say, oh, 20 minutes of cardio a day, or I don't have the strength to do weightlifting. So I don't want to say, oh, 10 minutes of weights every day. I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to set a goal of 15 minutes of movement 5 to 6 days a week. I haven't decided which limit. I want to make sure that I give myself a day off. However, I feel like 5 days is taking it too easy because, I'm doing that with my son. And then I'm like, oh, I'll just do it with him and then not worry about it on the weekends. But I want to push myself as well. But I know the next month is going to be crazy for us. So I'm going to aim for 6, but if I only do 5, I'm going to be okay with that. And my movement could be anything from yard work because we've got some big yard projects we want to do. It could be weightlifting, it could be going for a walk, it could be doing some cardio, it could just be stretching because I am not a flexible person and I need to really work on that. I'm trying to keep it structured enough that I have a goal that I can be like, hey, check this off today, but not so structured that it feels confining. It's still all about just taking those baby steps. Little progress over time makes really big results with a health journey and with decluttering. But overall, the past 2 months, a little bummed that the scale has not budged at all. However, it's not just about what that scale tells me. It's about how I feel physically, and I feel so good. I have a lot less joint pain. My energy is up, unless it's very humid and hot like it has been this week. I'm less bloated and just overall really encouraged, even with being bored and any struggles that I've had on the day-to-day. So if you have any ideas of how to make exercise fun, let me know in the comments because this girl needs all the help she can get. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support and the encouragement I've been getting, because sharing this journey is really hard. So I just thank you so much for that. I'll talk to you soon. Happy decluttering. Bye.